point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Washington offense back out there.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice the game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A first down throw for Brissett.
And the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he gets it down to the 32. That good for 22 and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Get in the end zone, fellas. Defense can't stop you.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Play action now. Brissett. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You got to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful. Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Throwing. Brissett. That's Samuel. Caught left side.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Brissett now on 2nd down.
Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
A 5-yard touchdown catch.
And the Commanders add 6 to their lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. A 10-play drive that time, and the result, a touchdown for Washington. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
On first down, it's Fields.
And this is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now left side on the swing pass. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now it's Fields.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson, the Commander offense.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Brissett to throw on first. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
in need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Brissett now. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to have the Commanders' first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as they'll stop him with it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
He's got room at the 30.
Touchdown, Washington.
Jahan Dotson
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Commanders continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Deontay Foreman and his offense back out there.
And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up?
Fields. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
So
message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And the Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escapes the sack. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Fields' throw there, complete to Mooney.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with a point.
Touchdown! Cole Kmet from 8 yards out.
And the Bears are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've got to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On the counter, this is Robinson.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw, Brissett. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Brissett.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Brissett's throw complete to Dotson.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8. 2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 18-yard line.
99 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. To throw is Brissett. And he's got it.
Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders are able to add on to that lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago! Darnell Mooney.
57 yards.
And the Bears get a bit closer.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. So that drive, 4 plays.
And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Jahan Dotson and the Commanders set to take over.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
Get in the end zone, fellas.
Brissett.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 22.
Here's Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
On the handoff, here's Foreman.
Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
They go play action with Brissett.
Short throw there, caught by Thomas.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
And a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And here's Rodgers on the return. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Fields. And that's incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good, even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense. They actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
Boy, stays up, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field, and they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, Brissett. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Second down, Brissett. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Fields. They set up the screen to Foreman. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Fields.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one goes for 36 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
First down, Chicago.
Movement here, guys. Shut them down. Defense, make us proud.
Fields now to throw. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6. At the Commanders.
Now it's Fields.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Washington on third down.
5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Now Fields.
Now they go screen. It's complete.
He will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
4th down. Fields has to have this one. Locates Mooney on the out route.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
It's a gain of 10. And the Bears first down.
They'll run with Foreman. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
124 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
From the 43, here's second down and 8.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. From the red zone now, Brissett.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Saying, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Fields.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Fields on third down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Meanwhile, Fields throw complete there to Moore.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the draw, here's Foreman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Looking to throw. Fields
will get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
From the gun, here's Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Fields throwing again.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. They'll run for it. This is Foreman. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys